awards, at least one book. I know he's working on another one, and countless songs that he wrote for the band, for himself, and I suspect at some point for others who have sung your music.
Oh yes, there's been a few.
There's been a few. All right. This is incredible music and it's incredible poetry, and it's just a pleasure to have you here. Robbie, what got you writing? What got you back to writing music at this moment?
You know, I don't think there's any
better
excuse for doing this than just really true inspiration. That, you know, when it comes to you and you feel a passion and you have to do it, that's a great sign to go forward. There is, you know, for a long time ago, I got off that treadmill of having to make a record, a tour, and everything. And now I make music as I'm inspired to do so. And this record, for me, was just a highlight of that feeling from over all the years. And I'm absolutely honored to share it with you and my good pal Heather here, because I really feel good about this record and the way that it turned out. And sometimes, you know, you make music sometimes and you feel like you had a deadline or you had something between you and complete fulfillment, and this is one of the projects I worked on that I have no feeling of that whatsoever. This is the record I wanted to make, and I'm very proud of it. Thank you.
Just share one more little story, which certainly was interesting for me. You started work on this together with a good friend of yours, Eric Clapton, and there is some collaboration between you and Eric on the...
Oh, there's a lot of collaboration. Some years ago, Eric was in Los Angeles and at my studio there, and he was just coming over during the day, and we're old friends, and he was saying, you know, we should do something together sometime. And we have done other things, but we've never sat down and said, we're going to go into the studio and work on a record. And we were kicking around the idea, and then we both had other projects we had to go right back to. And then a couple of years ago, I listened again to some of the ideas that we had started, and I called him and I said, you know, I think we were onto something here, and I know that we had other things to do, but maybe we should think about this. And he said, no, I know we were onto something. And that's when he invited me to come to London, and we went into the studio there and we cut all the tracks for this record. And we didn't know when we started this whether it was going to be an Eric record or a duet record or a Robbie record. We were just trying to just see what came natural. And in the process of doing it, Eric came to the conclusion, he said, this has to be your record. You've written most of the material, it's your focus, it's your direction, and I am just honored to be part of the process. So that's a good friend for you.
That's a good friend. Right. Let me say something to you, Robbie, in front of all these people, that I said to a journalist who called me today to write an article about you. I got a call at about 3 o'clock today, and the writer, the lead music writer for the Globe and Mail said, so tell me something about your friend, Robbie. I said, well, of course, I fell in love with his music from the first moment I heard it. He said, no, tell me something about your friend, Robbie. And I said to him, listen, this is a guy with such incredible integrity, such warmth, and such awe-inspiring humility for what you've achieved. And I just want to say that in front of all these people. Yes, you're a brilliant songwriter and an astounding musician, but you're an incredible person, and Canadians are proud to claim you.
Oh,
thank you, Robbie.
Thank you so much. I'm very touched by it.
So now what I'd like to do, if everybody here will give me permission, while you're getting your music signed, I'd like to crank the music up real loud. Right? And this, even though this music can be listened to at different levels, because you remember on the band, remember The Last Waltz?
Right.
Has everybody here seen The Last Waltz? Remember that opening clip? It said this should be listened to loud. Well, maybe this is a bit of both, but let's crank it up. Robbie, you can sign.
Bravo.